Finally, after a whole year of no Marvel, they're back. With already 4 whole episodes of WandaVision released, Marvel is officially back. But it feels a lot more different than what MCU fans are used to. WandaVision has replaced Mandalorian as the sole purpose for having a Disney Plus in the first place. Well, that and Kick Buttowski. Since it is the return of Marvel, it is also the return of endless theories and speculation. But since WandaVision has been very mysterious so far, and it has a more classic cinema feel, it has been harder for everyone to do the usual stick of overreaching. But there are still some who will over-exaggerate everything. Like, do you remember when everyone thought that Heimdall had the Soul Stone in his chest?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Or even wedding rings.
Now, although WandaVision has been loved by critics and fans, there are those who dislike Marvel's change of style. Now, is this unnatural? Well, no, not really. Where there's change, there will always be people who hate it. Now, I myself in my last video wanted Marvel to do something different than their usual cluster of epic, shocking, mindless action with bad humor. And Marvel has answered my plea. But I can also see why some fans may not have liked it. And here's why. The target audience. As we all know, Marvel is one of the many properties of Disney. So of course their products, films, are going to be targeted at the 0 to 12 demographic. Although I'm not saying there aren't adult themes in their films, but at the end of the day, no one can argue that these weren't made for children and adolescents. Marvel has made shows on Netflix and ABC that were more suited to adult viewers and has way more increased violence and gore and more mature themes. WandaVision is although not as dark or violent as, let's say, The Punisher, and I'm also not saying that children can't watch it, but I feel like they would have a hard time trying to understand the undertones of WandaVision. It sometimes feels very Twilight Zone-ish and Star Trek, which I'm pretty sure no kids have watched these days. But the main change of the MCU that is presented throughout the show is the tone. Now, what does tone mean? To make it sound simple to a child, it's how the movie is supposed to make you feel. So pretty much the general vibe of the movie. Throughout the MCU, the general tone is pretty lighthearted and very humor-driven. Now, WandaVision doesn't completely go off that path, but there is simply no denying that the tone has changed to a more serious and darker tone. I can definitely understand what I see from the point of view of a longtime Marvel fan, because each movie has a very formulaic feel to them, with a lot of epic moments and stunning special effects, while being led by very charismatic actors and actresses. So it's more quantity over quality. And after a whole year of no Marvel, this was simply not what they're expecting. These fans are catered to expect some sort of epic fight scene at least every 20 minutes. And a dialogue can't have any subtle or clever humor, because if not, they just won't get it. To these fans, WandaVision is boring, because it's different from what they are used to. But I'm sure they will all come around, and if they don't, well, then they don't. Marvel has completely changed their tone, and WandaVision is really a great show. As always, thanks for watching. This is a short video because this only needed a short explanation. Marvel may have done this actually to themselves, with their producing at least 1 or 2 superhero films a year, with loads of action and fun for the whole family, and then you try and do something different like a whole slow burn character study. Of course people are going to be like, what? So if WandaVision is the start of a new direction in tone and overall quality, I'm all for it. So to answer the question on why some fans don't like WandaVision, well, it's simple. They're stupid.
Together.